December 16th saw the unbanning of some amazing Magic cards, and a lot of players took advantage of those unbannings to go ahead and place an order. And now those orders are being canceled. I'm not sure what's worse, placing an order for something and not having it show up, no message, no information. It just never arrives. Or placing an order at an agreed upon price and you get a message saying it's no longer available, and then finding out that whoever sold it to you relists it at a higher price. Devious, diabolical. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. And that's exactly the information I'm getting and what's been going down after we had the unbanning. Imagine the idea that you're a player out there. You see the unbanning on December 16th. You get excited. There's a card like Faithless Looting, Splinter Twin. Maybe you're even going to try for a Mox Opal. And immediately, you go to whatever store you're going to shop at. You look at your local LGS. Maybe you're going on TCG Player, Card Market, Card Kingdom. Wherever you're shopping, you take a moment. You were ready in case some crazy cards came unbanned. You jump into that queue as fast as possible, almost like you're going for a secret lair that never gets fulfilled, right? Marvel. And you jump in, but you get the order through. It happens. Your credit card says transaction pending. You're like, this is awesome. Everything went through. All right, I'm getting that card. This is good. Good news. Okay, I got that Mox Opal at the price I wanted. I got those special edition Faithless Lootings. Now that it's unbanned, I got a great price on those. Amazing. Only to find out 1, 2, 3, 4 days later that it's not being fulfilled, that your order has been canceled. And the reasons can be legitimate to downright theft in your eyes. This is where we find ourselves, and it's not good. It leaves a lot of questions open to online ordering and how things are done. Let's take a backdrop of what's just happened. December 16th, we have all these cards unbanned, right? The cards are unbanned, they're available. Everyone sees the list go up. Everyone's like, oh my God, we've got Mox Opal available, Faithless Looting. Some cards got banned too. The One Ring is gone. All right. Oh, this is crazy. But you jump to whatever card you're interested in and you place your order. And the problem is, a lot of other people, well, they're placing their order at the exact same time as you. That's the legitimate side. If a store has 4 up for sale, but 20 people try to buy it, well, it's kind of time-stamped. They know exactly who got it, but that means out of those 20 people who try to buy it, 17 people are getting their money refunded, and they're going to get some message from whatever online presence it is or local store saying, sorry, man, we had all these people try to buy the card at the same time as you. It's time-stamped. We had 3. These people are getting it, and all you guys are getting a refund. You may be understanding. You may not be. You may still think you're being bamboozled and you got ripped off. But at least it looks legitimate. You don't see the card get relisted. You don't see anything else other than that. You just didn't get the card. Okay. Now, the middle ground is when stores see the sales incoming. They see the transactions happening, and they just pull all the cards down. They just pull it all down. If they had 20 for sale, they now have 0. There's nothing for anybody to buy. As soon as they saw the list, they yanked it down because they knew the market was going to go crazy. Those stores, they knew that these cards are going to go through the roof because everyone's going to try to buy it. From speculators to legitimate, just regular players who just want a copy or 4 copies for a modern deck or whatever card you're after, including Faithless Looting. Different versions, different prices. And some of them are very hot right now. And when that all happens, those stores sit back and they wait for the tidal wave. It finishes. They wait for the tsunami to pull back. And they go, okay, now we can list things at the new appropriate price. Maybe they're a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. And they see what the market will do. And a lot of those cards still sold, by the way, if not completely sold out. And then you got the downright theft. And those are the people who let the orders go through. Then they yank it down and say, oh, sorry, the card's no longer available. 15, 20 minutes later, it's back up at the new price. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, you completed that transaction. You took my money. That card better be on my way unless you got an email saying, like the first guy, things are pending. Too many people win at the same time. We have to refund your money. I'm not sure with an online presence like TCG Player. I do have an affiliate link with them, right? It's in my videos. I don't know what that company does in those cases. I think I've gotten refunds in the past when an order can't be completed, or if a shipper doesn't want to ship to Canada. I've had that happen numerous times, and when that happens, I get like a little tiny stipend of extra money, like an extra dollar of store credit, stuff like that. I don't think that's nearly enough for a lot of people. You don't feel like you got your pound of flesh for being ripped off, and the anger and frustration that players felt, it's pretty severe, and it's not the first time. So this stuff is always bubbling under the skin. It's always there. And the thing that gives players hope, the reason players still go in when these bannings happen and they try to buy the card, is because there are legitimate online retailers. There are TCG sellers who do fulfill the order at the price you bought it at. They honor it. They're honorable people. I know lots of LGSs who took things down and repriced it midway through. I know other LGSs who sold out at the agreed upon price before anything else happened. They just sold out. Oh, well, we still got the money we wanted originally. Yeah, we missed out on 20, 30% gain, 40% gain, but the customer's happy and they're probably going to come back. They look at it as a win-loss. Okay? Those stores give everyone else hope. They give everyone else the idea that, hey, that's happened before. I've gotten my order. I'm going in. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get it this time. And then something goes wrong, but then you get the odd one that honors it, backs up their word, and gives you exactly what they promised you. In some cases, they may have had 100 plus copies of Mox Opal, and now they got enough for the people who came. And maybe the people later in the day didn't get it. Maybe the price shifted at some point the next day when the systems, I guess, reprice things. But enough people had hope because they got honored that they keep looking. I remember that Commander Green and stuff like that went insane. I remember a local store, I think it was Up North Games, and I had some players who were looking for it. I knew it was at the store. I let them know, and no prices were raised. It was the original price. Nothing got jacked up, which of course made those people very happy. There are a lot of online stores like them that take care of their customers and treat them well. 401 Games, Face to Face, Harry T here in Toronto. These stores have all honored things in the past, even when prices get creeped up. Now, if it creeps up later on and you didn't buy it, they don't do nothing. But I've had boxes that I bought online and they've changed the price by the time I get there, but they honor the online price. They give it to me because they messed up, not me. And I got to say, that's a good thing. That's kudos to the company. It bodes well for their moral character. But at the same time, those are the stores who give hope to everyone else. And more often than not, there's just not a lot of those cards to go around. And the real kicker is, we know they're going to reprint it now. We know it'll come around. It's a question of when, not if. But it still could be too long for many players. I could tell you guys, hey, the market is going to settle down. You don't care what I'm going to say about that, because it won't be fast enough for you. You don't want to wait 90 days or 120 days or 6 months. You want it now. You don't want to wait for these cards to get reprinted. You want to use them now, and you want it at the agreed upon price that you bought them at before you got canceled. And nothing less than that is going to make you whole. I get that feeling. I have had that happen before, and it was on some Power 9 stuff. Very frustrating. I get it. So where does that leave us as customers looking at stores in the future? Where does that leave you deciding whether to buy or not buy something? I mean, the whole Marvel thing should have let us know that big companies happen. Small companies like TCG Player with all kinds of online individual retailers, that kind of stuff happens. I think you have to take the good and the bad. It's going to happen for you sometimes. It's not going to happen sometimes. And hopefully you can get it locally when it first happens, because I find most of the local people usually honor things because they have a good rapport with their customers and they're going to treat them right. So that's the best bet, okay, as far as I'm concerned. But I'd love to hear what everyone thinks about this. I feel bad for everyone it happened to. I know it's not right. I know it really makes you frustrated, angry, fluster-stormed. I know, that's a bad pun. We're at the end of the video. If you made it this far, you can drop a boomstick in the comment section so I know you made it that far. Respect, right? Pretty crazy stuff. Either way, this is where we leave off today's video, because I didn't know this many orders had gotten canceled. I was unaware of it. It got told to me after yesterday's video, where I'd mentioned I hadn't heard much, and then a whole bunch of people pointed me in the direction of stuff and started telling me things, and I was like, okay, all right, I stand corrected. It seems to happen a lot more often than not, and it is something to talk about so you can better prepare yourself for the ups and downs of buying when things get unbanned. Better yet, as some people told me, just never trade or sell your stuff. Keep it in the backdrop if it gets banned, because you never know when it's going to become unbanned. And buy in the dip never buy at the highs, which is always hard to tell, but people seem to make out okay. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Thanks for being here on the channel. A reminder, if you enjoyed today's content, yada, 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 join my channel, join as a subscriber. Let me get to 26K. It'd be awesome to get to 30K, but 26K is the goal for now. And of course, don't forget, we got the top 10, the hottest selling cards in Magic tomorrow, and you can guess what some of those cards are likely going to be. And at the same time, we have the reserve list top 10 that is going to happen on Sunday. And the big thing is, here in Canada, there's like no tax going on right now, and some of these stores still have discounts. So there's been a lot higher sales on a lot of older school Magic cards lately that we get to talk about. Very cool stuff. And the live stream Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you guys every Sunday. It's going to be awesome. We got the big giveaway. We'll have some fun. Guys, thanks a lot for being here. Have a great day today. Enjoy the world of Magic the Gathering. And once again, to everyone who got their orders canceled, I do apologize. It's horrible, and I wish I had a better solution for you. So email me. Guys, have a great one. Hey guys, a big shout out and thank you to my fantastic patrons. Because of the amazing patrons you see here on the channel, we get to do this every day. We get to show up, have a good time, talk about Magic the Gathering, kick back and play a few games, and before you know it, it's a rinse and repeat. We get to do it every day. And it's because of the Patreon support that we have here, as well as my YouTube membership members. Thanks again for supporting my channel. Welcome back to the after party. I'm glad you guys made it. I'm glad you're here. You're alive, you're well. Christmas shopping's done. Before you know it, the holidays, they're almost here. Now, let's talk about a few things here. Next week, I'm off of my main job. I'll be doing a whole bunch of running around. There can be video disruptions next week and into the new year on my regular scheduled times, which is every day. But there are things that can go wrong. It's called Christmas shopping. It's called extra family time. It's called re-energize the bunny. Energize your bunny. I haven't said that in years. Nachos and cheese. All right, so it shouldn't, but things can happen. I want you guys to be aware, as most of my patrons watch this, as well as my YouTube membership members. It can happen, okay? I hope it doesn't, but I'm not going to make promises I can't keep. I never lie, so this is the way it's going to be. At the same time, Mox Opal. I didn't realize that many orders got canceled, and I feel bad. I hate when this stuff happens. It makes stores look bad. It makes online platform sellers look bad. But then people get their orders through, and they're happy. And they think everything went smooth. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, this brings us to the end where, I'm going to finish this coffee. We're going to have a great time next week. We're going to kick back and enjoy ourselves. My birthday's right around the corner. I can't wait. I always take my birthday off, so it's going to be kind of a kicker. I go get fish and chips. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. Fish and chips. Halibut only, by the way.